Former National Director of Public Prosecutions, Mxolisi Nxasana, is expected back at the State Capture Commission of Inquiry today. In June, Nxasana told the commission that then-President Jacob Zuma bypassed the interview process and other formalities to appoint him as National Director of Public Prosecutions. We cross live to our reporter, Nxasana Twala in Parktown, Johannesburg, ahead of that appearance. Nxasana, a very good morning to you and thank you for joining us. Much of what we've been hearing for the past 2 weeks or so is centered around the Estina dairy farm. Today, we return to a witness who testified before and now back again in the hot seat. Former NPA boss is testifying. He revealed details about his irregular appointment then. And how much more can we expect from him, bearing in mind that a so-called golden handshake was given to him as he left his job?
Mxolisi Nxasana, the former National Director of Public Prosecutions, is one of those witnesses where you get excited ahead of them delivering evidence. Last time he was requested or barred from continuous testimony by Vuyani Ngalwane SC. This is the advocate representing Nomgcobo Jiba, the former deputy NDPP. What basically transpired is that they argued that a Rule 3.3 notice was not served on their client, meaning that whatever Mxolisi Nxasana was going to say that would implicate Jiba was requested to be halted until this notice was served on her. So today, sufficient notice has been given. He's back on the stand. We can only expect to hear a riveting testimony as to what transpired in the national prosecuting authorities. But what he also did mention, this was before Nomgcobo Jiba's lawyer came and barred him after lunch. In the morning, he had mentioned that upon him assuming office, this is after procurement processes, or rather hiring processes, were flouted by the former president, according to his testimony. What came out, he had mentioned that Nomgcobo Jiba was sour about his appointment because the former minister, Jeff Kadebe, had promised her this position. This is what was traveling around the National Prosecuting Authority at the time when he assumed office. He also mentioned that on his first day, Lawrence Mrwebi made a comment saying that you probably won't even last one term in this office, and indeed there was issues.
And how much can we expect today, Cindy, from Nxasana on the details around the steps that were taken to wrestle him out of power?
He's not going to be holding back. He's going to be talking in detail. If he spoke about Lawrence Mrwebi mentioning at an office party or the day that he took up office that he won't even last a term, he's going to be talking in detail about Nomgcobo Jiba's influence and what exactly he did. He also alluded to the fact last time that a team had been put together using police officials and other law enforcement agencies to investigate him and resuscitate a former case that he was acquitted of. This is the case of murder that he was acquitted of, stemming back years before he was even admitted as an attorney. So we can definitely expect to hear more details, more legs, who was implicated, who put this up, and what exactly came out of that. Also to find out how Sean Abrahams comes into this bigger picture.
Thank you so much. Let's leave it there. And of course, that's our reporter, Nxasana Twala, monitoring the developments as the State Capture Commission of Inquiry is set to resume this morning at around 10 o'clock. Of course.